Okay, now to make stitches hot, we're going to be using the red yarn and the white yarn. We're going to start with the red yarn and then switch off to the white. We're going to start off with a magic ring and making 4 single crochets into it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we pull on the shorter end of the string to close the magic ring, and then I'm gonna place my stitch marker into the last stitch that I made, which is the 4th stitch. Now we're gonna do a pattern for round 2. We're gonna do a pattern of single crochet and increase, and we're gonna do that 2 times for a total of 6 stitches. So first, single crochet. This is my first stitch. And then in the next, I'm gonna do an increase. So I'm doing 2 single crochets into that stitch. One more time, single crochet. And then where my stitch marker is where I'll be placing my increase. Okay, I'm gonna place my stitch marker into the last stitch that I made. Now we're on round 3. Round 3, we're gonna do 1 single crochet around, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one will make 6. Alright. Now for round 4, we're going to repeat the pattern of single crochet and increase 3 times. Single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, and then in the last stitch we'll be doing an increase. Okay, this is what you should have some more so far. This like cone shaped figure. Okay, now we're gonna do a single crochet around in each stitch. Let me place my stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one will be 9. Okay. Now for round 6, we're going to do 2 single crochets and 1 increase, and we're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase, oops, 1, 2, and our last stitch we'll make an replace my stitch marker. Now we are on round 7, where we'll be doing 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I skipped 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. And for round 8, we're going to do 1 single crochet and 1 increase. And we're going to repeat that pattern around. 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 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 1 single crochet, and 1 increase. Move my stitch marker up. Now I'm going to do 2 single crochets and 1 increase. This is round 9 we're on. 2 single crochets, 1 increase, 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 2 single crochets, and in our last stitch where our stitch marker is, we will do a increase. Alright, this is what you should have so far. I'll replace my stitch marker. Okay, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna repeat that pattern for round 10. We're gonna do 2 single crochets and 1 increase. 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, and increase, 1, 2, 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 and increase. Alright, now we're on round 11. 11, we're going to do 3 single crochets and 1 increase around. 1, 2, 3, increase, 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 1, 2, 3, and increase. Place our stitch marker. All right, now for rounds 12 to 17, we're gonna do 1 single crochet around. I'll do the round 12 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. I'm gonna do the other rounds off camera, and then I will pick it back up when we're on round 17, because then we'll be doing a color change to white. All right, I'm on round 15, but this is all the yarn I have left, so this is where I will stop and do my color change to white. So I'll be 2 rounds short, which I think is okay. All right, so for the last 2 stitches, I just wanted to do the color change on camera. So now we're in our last stitch, and we're gonna do our single crochet but halfway. So we have 2 loops on our needle. We're gonna pick up our white yarn. We're gonna do a slip stitch, slip knot. Put that loop onto our needle like so, and then we're gonna pull it through our last 2 loops, and that completes our color change. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a round of single crochets around. That's round 18, but for me it is 16. And then when we're done, we're going to chain 2 and turn our work, and then we're gonna do 40 half double crochets in the back loops only. So I'm gonna stop the video here and then continue back when I'm on my next round. All right, now for round 19, which is 17 for me, I'm going to chain 2, yarn over hook, pull through, yarn over hook and pull through, chained 2. And then we're going to do half double crochets in the back loops only. To do a half double crochet, we're going to yarn over hook first, and then we're going to insert our hook. Now in the back loop, you see how you turn your work and you see this braid here. This is the front loop, this is the back loop, and we're working into the back loop doing a half double crochet. So I went into that, pulled up yarn. Now I have 3 loops on my needle, then I yarn over hook, and I'm going to pull that through all 3 loops like so. All right, and I'm going to continue to do that all the way around until I have 40. All right, just keep going and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I have completed my last half double crochet. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch. I'm gonna chain 1, and then I'm gonna pull up a long piece of yarn, long enough to sew this hat onto Stitch's head. Then I'm gonna cut that loop in half, pull out the remaining yarn. All right, I'm gonna flip my brim up as well. This is what you should have so far. He's looking cute. Then we're gonna make his pom-pom.